The Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders were supposed to go live today, April 9th, for the United States and Canada. I have found out the reason why Canada's pre-orders were delayed, and I have two solutions for Nintendo how to fix the tariff situation with Nintendo to keep our prices low instead of going out of control. So let's get into this right now. So first, let's talk about Canada and their pre-order situation. So how does the US affect Canada's pre-order? Well, by listening to the best two ex-Nintendo employees in the world, they explain this situation. So what happens is just this. Nintendo Japan ships all the consoles to the US that go up to Canada. So how does this affect it? Well, Japan has to pay the tariff for each one of those Nintendo Switches that are landing in America. And then Nintendo of America has to pay tariffs to ship it to Canada. And then I'm pretty sure that Japan actually pays for all of that. So all those different tariffs equal out a whole load of money, basically. And Nintendo's thinking, let's take a pause on that. Let's figure out a different way of doing this. But unfortunately, we know as the consumer, the Nintendo Switch 2 has been in America already for months on end. And it's probably already in Canada too. Let's get real here. They're not paying any more tariffs on these consoles that are landed in America and in Canada. So it kind of sucks that the pre-orders are not up. But let's just say they need to ship over another, I don't know, a million consoles just to make sure everything's got to go flowing just right to America to ship some of those over to Canada. Okay, fine. Now they're going to be paying tariffs because the tariffs are in place. Now they're thinking, how can we keep the prices low? Well, Nintendo, I got two solutions for you. So the solution number one is very simple, but I don't think Nintendo's really going to go for it. But it will keep the prices at $450 and $500 for the Mario Kart bundle. All they got to do is say tariffs raise it up to $700, and they just take the loss. Here for the consumers, there's $500 Nintendo Switch bundle. Enjoy. Consumers would be happy. They would also make it look like they lowered the prices for the consumer, and the consumer would be like, Nintendo, listen to us. Thank God. And theoretically, they did. Theoretically, they did listen and they lowered the price. Personally, as I know from experience, Nintendo is trying to make a profit of some sort. So to lose money isn't going to happen, even though they are the richest company in the world for video games. They are not in debt of any kind. And if I can prove it to you, I will right here. As you can see, not in debt. They actually have a revenue process. They are rich. They are billionaires in the United States currency. It is fantastic. They can take a loss. Are they going to? Probably not. Option number two. Nintendo might tell Walmart, GameStop, and Best Buy, and etc. that we are not letting you sell on June 5th. If the customer wants a Nintendo Switch 2, they're going to come directly to us on My Nintendo to buy it from us. Why would that affect Nintendo differently than letting you buy it from Walmart or GameStop? Well, here's a good example for that. When Walmart or somebody like GameStop buys a product from a different company, they usually pay a little bit less to make a profit when you buy it for $4.99. Nintendo does the same thing, but the difference is when Nintendo sells it to you directly, they make all the profit. They don't lose nothing. So in 3 months, the profit would be so high that the tariffs wouldn't even matter anymore. So when they sell it to Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy, etc., they can still sell it at $4.99 to the customer during a holiday season and make profit for themselves and not lose anything. Nintendo will not lose anything at that point because they've already made up the profit from selling it themselves through My Nintendo for the original price of $4.99. And yes, this sounds crazy, but as a business thought, this is perfect. Unfortunately, will this happen? I don't know. I think it would be the best solution for Nintendo. It wouldn't be the best solution for the big name box companies like Walmart, GameStop, KB Toys if they're still around somewhere, and Toys R Us. But it'd be great for Nintendo to keep the price normal. Don't raise the price to 700, 900. The customers would love it. You can keep the price of the games because remember, the tariffs are going to affect the games too. So right now, physical games in the United States only are $80. But if tariffs come in effect, those games could go up to 90, 100. And we don't want that. As the consumer, we don't want that. So Tariffs are messing up the world right now. It's not just Nintendo, it's everything. It's going to be food, it's going to be electronics, it's going to be everything. Even clothing is going to be affected. So, Nintendo, if you listen to me, take option two and let's fix this solution. So, if you like these two ideas, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I want to hear your opinion in the comments on how Nintendo can fix this tariff situation to keep the prices at what they said they were, $4.99 for the Mario Kart bundle, and keep the games low as well. And remember, guys, I'm here to keep you up to date everything Nintendo Switch 2. So if something comes up, don't worry, there might be a very long video. But stay tuned because sooner or later we will have our pre-order date. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.